There are, if you look at the the order book, there's orders on Tesla at 420, 425, 430. Pretty, it's a pretty bullish looking book right now.
Yeah.
I suspect it's going to break out here.
Yeah. I might actually trade TSLL because I like the volume and liquidity on it too. So we'll see. TSLL
Hmm.
is a thing that you can actually go if you don't want to go with the options. TSLL is the 2 times leverage of Tesla. I think same as NVDL.
Yes.
NVIDIA, God help us. Now I find these
And video.
leverage products may, God help us.
They're not, they're not super bad. I think they're only two times. Three times is
Yeah,
three
two
times
is good.
worse.
Two is
Yeah.
usually pretty good.
Two gives you good upside without too, obviously risk is equal to the reward, but at least you can sort of manage your risk. They don't really move around like options do. Both Tesla and Nvidia look pretty strong here. I think Tesla got an upgrade yesterday from Morgan Stanley. What did they put, like an $800 price tag on it?
800 this sounds crazy. Like twice
I know. Yeah.
for when?
Um, they don't usually say. Yeah,
Optimistic target
pre-market
for
action.
bullish scenario 800. Oh, okay, I see that. Morgan Stanley. So their target is 430, but in the optimistic target for bullish scenario, they said 800. Like,
Yeah,
good luck.
exactly.
Although I wouldn't be surprised if it gets to 800 today, like this Tesla, man. It's crazy.
Still fighting a cough here, guys. So it's getting better, but I got one more day of this stupid cough.
Yeah. So how's everybody in guys, how's everybody? Did you guys buy your ticket for Vancouver? Or not? I know two people they signed up yesterday that I know, Tanya and Chris. You guys join? Nice
Awesome.
guys. Nice. Oh, there you go. VIP ticket. We're gonna drive the Lambo together.
um,
Awesome.
cool. Whoa.
Al, are you coming
AMD.
to Vancouver? I don't think Al, we never met Flying Alaska. Nice, Eric. You gotta come. You gotta come and bring another garbage truck for us.
And
Samid, are
pigeons.
you coming to
Got the.
Vancouver? Detective Samid, are you joining us? Mad? Why, you're illegal in Arizona? Are you one of those illegal across the border? Oh, hardcore kids. That's why. Ali was coming.
that's
Good.
that's funny. Hmm.
Yeah, Kyle is building a spreadsheet to my profits. Samid is working on the trades that I take, but I'm not telling the chat room. He looks an eye on my trades.
All right.
Oh, it's
All
probably
right.
Lamborghini, huh? Mike J. Oh, Mike J is here. Hey, Mike J, thanks for your card, by the way. You sent me a New Year card. I appreciate that. I just got it. Thank you so much. So, Ali, yeah, I'm looking at
I don't
Tesla
know.
long, Tesla
It's
long, NVIDIA long.
the book's kind of balanced out a bit now. If you look at my screen, you can see how some orders has shown up and downside. So we'll see what happens. AMD is took a bit of a drop there, but that I don't think that really means anything in the pre-market. Fool around.
believe that AMD is selling
Here
off
we
like
go.
this.
It's
All right,
ding, ding,
guys. Ding,
ding.
ding, ding,
We're
ding,
off.
ding.
We
Funny,
are
my
off
watch
and
stopped.
running.
All right, let's see if it gets Tesla. Yeah, Tesla could be interesting entry near the VWAP, but we'll see. Rigetti. So I'm looking at Tesla, but I might actually take TSLL as a long or short. So is TSLL also shortable? Yeah, it is. TSLL is also shortable. Rigetti is nice, popped up very nicely.
Yeah.
Maybe volume on the
IONQ.
RGT.
IONQ's trying, but it's really jumpy. Don't like the price action on it.
Tesla is selling off. Rigetti is very nice. Rigetti is it's a little bit extended. Otherwise, I would have jumped on the RGTI. All right, so NVIDIA, okay, Tesla is coming up very crazily. That's very nice.
Yeah, it's jumping all over the place.
Jumping all over the place. What was that? A squeeze? Jesus.
Yeah, I don't know.
But there is potential long on it. I'm going to get some long on TSLL 2860. TSLL. So it's the long of Tesla. Careful. This one is a leverage move product of Tesla. So NVIDIA looks like a short.
Wow, I don't like the way things are jumping around here. I don't know if it's my feed or just seems
No, it is
really
jumpy.
jerky. Yeah.
Seems super jumpy.
Yeah, I'm seeing my charts jump all over the place as well, Brian.
Okay.
Data issue.
I don't know.
Right, let's see if Tesla wants to go higher at TSLL. I'm long Tesla, as you know, through TSLL. Essentially looking at the Tesla chart, see what we can get.
It's just solid bars. The book map doesn't look what I would call normal.
Yeah, right. So this one Tesla rejected that. So NVIDIA is Rigetti went to 7, huh?
Now IONQ is going up here.
We're still long on Tesla. We'll see what it's gonna do. It's a little bit super choppy, crazy. NVIDIA is also fighting over the VWAP. Tesla. Sorry, NVIDIA is yay. SPY's dropping, so it'll be interesting to see what's going to happen with the Tesla and NVIDIA.
Q's bouncing back a bit here.
Q's bouncing back. All right, so
DJT
Tesla,
is
TSLL. I'm adding a limit on TSLL here, 2870. Let's see. Oh, there you go, popped up. Oh, beautiful, beautiful.
I'm long DJT. I think it's going to go to 41 here.
Yeah, this one is super interesting. I'm also long NVIDIA at 135.60.
Here we go.
This Tesla TSLL super. I took a big size. This one is super also volatile. Ooh. All right, NVIDIA 135.60. Let's see if NVIDIA is becoming like a doji in 5 minutes. Let's see if you can actually go for the 5-minute open range breakout. Rigetti's just keep going up.
We get 41 on DJT here. Come on.
SPY Qs are ripping. That's good. That's what we want to see.
Yeah, we got a big jump back.
Rigetti is that was super nice. It doesn't give us even any pullback.
Just sold some DJT there at 84, 40.84. Just kind of worried about it.
All right, so I'm still looking at
It's really made a
TSLL.
nice
Tesla. Let's see if we can survive this craziness. VDA is coming down. I'm gonna get a stop down on NVDA, I think soon. Not yet, but yeah, VDA. I'm gonna get a stop down on NVDA at 135, guys. Let's see if we can get TSLL. Come on, Tesla. Come on,
I'm out of the
Tesla.
rest of I'm out of the rest of DJT flat. Made a bit of money on it, but not much.
Qs are going up. IWM is going up. Looking at see if Tesla can do a potential opening range breakup. 420, that would be nice. This is the favorite number for Elon Musk. So keep an eye on NVIDIA if it pops up again toward the VWAP. TSLL, come on, 29. All right, so TSLL looks like it's going.
Yeah, Tesla kind of looks interesting. I'm looking at AMD as well for a possible short. I'm short AMD.
Shorting AMD. Brian is shorting AMD.
Yeah, kind of there's some big orders here to the downside.
Come on, Tesla, break off high of the day. Okay, now Tesla did. Again, guys, I'm unleveraged of Tesla TSLL. Big size.
Here we go. Oh, nice. Here we go.
Nice.
Just
29.10. I'm partialing TSLL, guys. I have a very big size of TSLL.
I'm going to cover some here at 68, 117.68. No, Qs are breaking out. SPY's breaking out.
Yeah, beauty, guys, beauty. Wow, SPY. These are very nice. So I'm partialing now more on Tesla. Rigetti is great. Look at this. Rigetti is amazing, RGTI. Did anyone took RGTI? I wish I was in RGTI. They didn't give us any pullback. All right, so TSLL keep going up. Again, this is a 2 times leverage of Tesla. I already took a big size on it, and it's moving crazy. So this is super nice. TSLL.
Nice.
NVDA has the potential for a long two. TSLL is great, guys. Anyone Tesla long? Anyone Tesla bulls? I'm long NVIDIA again at the VWAP. NVIDIA is popping up. So I'm long NVIDIA for the third time. All right, Tesla is amazing, 29.25. Oh, beauty, look at that, 420, Elon Musk's favorite number. All right, long NVIDIA, guys.
Yep.
Partially some at 136. Very nice. Now NVIDIA is becoming like a 5-minute engulfing. Perfect. TSLL getting out more, guys.
Out of the rest of AMD,
Now,
and I'm long. Yeah, I'm long Tesla with you. A little late, but
man, this is crazy. Oh man, I found the next weapons of mass destruction. Oof. Look at that. Why are we not trading TSLL? I don't understand. Like, why not everybody's trading TSLL right now in the world? Wow, it's great, guys. It's great, great. TSLL. Again, guys, TSLL is 2 times leverage for the daily of Tesla. Wow, beautiful.
yeah,
Big 420.
It's at
Holy
R3.
moly. Yeah, so Tesla blew over 420. I'm still long Tesla, NVIDIA guys as well, 135.58. We can trade NVDL too. NVDL is 2 times leverage. That means
Yeah.
that intraday, whatever the Tesla moves, that holy moly, look at that. Wow. Amazing trade, guys. Amazing trade on Tesla. Great patience, everybody.
Awesome.
Wow. Awesome, awesome.
Yes, sir. Our red to R3, we're rejecting there right now.
Yeah, daily chart on Tesla looks pretty nice. So it's very clean all the way, maybe to next level 426.62. NVIDIA is really struggling. So my average on NVIDIA is 135.58. I want to see if I actually get a stop out or not. It was a little bit disappointing trading NVIDIA this morning. Tesla. The Rigetti RGTI is also to the moon. It's up
Yeah, Rigetti's
20%.
crazy.
Yeah, definitely somebody's buying.
Like DJT finally took off there through 41.
Tesla. Nice, Megan. Nice trading. Tesla. Let's see, NVIDIA looks like it wants to go down again on the wrong direction. Tesla 420 pullback is nice. Let's see if there's another bull move on it as well. Nick, what did you trade? Rigetti up. Beautiful trade on Rigetti. Yeah, guys. Rigetti was super nice. Rigetti was very, very, very nice.
Oh, what is that Rigetti? God, none of the degens are listening to Jensen Wong.
All right, here we go. NVIDIA
Zuckerberg
is going to go up. I'm adding a little bit more NVIDIA at 136. Even ARC is hitting the scanner. Even
Our
ARC.
buddy Kathy, even ARC.
Guys, trader number 234 and 229 for the payout. We are sending you the payout today. Mike just emailed me. Congratulations for the 3 months profit in the funder account, 229 and 234. Right, so NVIDIA is coming down. Okay, NVIDIA is dropping. Oh shit, no, NVIDIA, no. Don't do it, please. Shit, NVIDIA is dropping really bad. Fuck.
NVIDIA is just
Yeah.
choppy.
Yeah, I got to stop
There
that on
goes AM.
NVIDIA. It actually gave some of the profit back. So
There
NVIDIA was
goes
very
AMD.
difficult to trade. I'm all out of
Wow.
NVIDIA, guys. Tesla, I'm still in there. Potentially, I
Rigetti
might actually add here. Rigetti
Rigetti
wants
looks
8.
like it's, yeah, it looks like it.
So I'm going to add some TSLL here, 29.33. My new average is 29. So let's see if I survive this pullback. Completely garbage today. Tesla is amazing. TSLL, let's see if it can survive this pullback or not. SPY wants to go 585. Pretty good situation. IWM or TNA. Brian, when should we sell the TNA? Should we wait until the end of the day or See what can happen tomorrow.
Let's see what it's doing. Well, as long as we're in an uptrend, we seem to be trying to move up here.
So NVDA, TSLL. So I want to see what's going to happen with TS Tesla. And again, guys, TSLL by itself doesn't have any level or anything. It's because it's a leverage product. So, I mean, if you look at the daily chart of TSLL and raw support resistance, doesn't mean anything. It's like buying shoes for your shadow. I have to look at the main price action, which is Tesla. Looks like Tesla is pulling back. Yeah. Let's see. Looks like Tesla is pulling back. I might get a stopped out at break even, which is 29 on TSLL.
See what it does. Nvidia's dry. You're right. Nvidia's rolled over here.
Stopped out on NVIDIA, so it's very disappointing. My feelings are hurt with NVIDIA today.
You can trade Nvidia to the short side if you want. Nvidia.
I tried to at the open go short on it. I mean, I did try to short it at the open. Only Sahmin and I know that, but
you can do in NVDS, I think it is.
I think NVDS, yeah.
Yeah.
Looks like Tesla is a lost battle, unfortunately. All right, yeah, I'm getting out of TSLL, guys. Yeah, I'm all out of TSLL. It might bounce back, but again, my average is not great. So market is also rolling over a little bit.
Yeah, it rejected it, R3.
I sold half of my TNA at 40.80. I'll just keep half. Let's see what is going to happen with the market.
Yeah, see what happens right here. This is a low of pre-market and a low of today on the SPY and the Qs. We'll see what happens here.
A good day. Very, very nice day on TSLL. Now everything is kind of dropped, and now Qs are fighting back to bounce back.
Yep, just bounced right off that support level. See if we're coming up to VWAP on the underside.
Very nice short on AMD bread up here. Super nice. IG. Wow, that one is dropping too. Signet Jewelers. People don't like jewelers.
Signet, yeah.
Signet, I don't know how they pronounce it. What's PLTR doing? PLTR was also a nice run. AMD deep dive.
Yeah, big dive.
What is happening with the AMD? Yeah, I'm surprised with AMD. Like, what was that run up to 250 and then sorry, yeah, it was so post to 220 and then now dropping. Is that really is Wall Street that crazy? Like running up this stock and then they realize, oops,
Yeah,
that's not
I don't
worth
know.
that much. What was that about? Never really heard of AMD. Amazon. What's up with Amazon? Yeah, Amazon was nice move up to 221. EDL. EDL was kind of a disappointment for me at the open. I got really chopped up really bad on it.
Okay, I'm along a little Rigetti just to see if we can get to $8 now. It's trying to break out here.
XXII. Is it 22? XXII. What is in Greek number? This would be 22. Yeah, 22nd century. Is that wow, let's look at that. 22nd century group. That looks like a 1880s group. The way that is setting off. This one, yeah, this one got halted. Doesn't seem like doing pretty good.
Come on, here we go. Let's see if we can get to 18 or 8 on this, I should say, on Rigetti. Rigetti spaghetti.
Rigetti.
Here we go.
Nvidia looks like it was. Again, I tried to short Nvidia at the open, I couldn't, and I'd rather to stay away from it. Yeah, Nvidia has become a little bit jerky in life. Look at that. Actually, really setting off really bad.
Yeah.
What is the inflation there, huh? It's kind of jerky. Yeah. I mean, it's a pretty good short now, but at the open, especially I tried to short it a few times and then my long didn't work out, and so okay. QUBT, yeah, Rigetti RGTI is crazy. Like it's gonna go to 8. Why are we not on RGTI? I don't know. I was looking at it to get a pullback or something, but it's just
Yeah, I'm in it.
really
I'm in I have a position in it now. I'm hoping it's going to 8. So let's see if this is a false breakout or not. Wow, spine Qs are selling off here.
Yeah,
Interesting.
interestingly, they're setting off. Yeah. Again, guys, I sold half of my TNA that I bought yesterday. So this is my PNL. You can actually see it on my screen. And Carlos, you can actually show that into the YouTube as well. So yeah, it was pretty good. It was a pretty good day. Like again, I tried to short Nvidia at the open, I couldn't, and eventually got a nice long on it. But again, I lost most of it back, so I gave actually most of the profit back. So now we're just sitting on our hands and to see what's going to happen. Nvidia is going to go red.
Yeah, it appears that way. It's definitely down at yesterday's high, and which is close to yesterday's close as well. So I would expect maybe a bounce here.
Maybe at the previous day close, I'm actually thinking too. Maybe we can get a reversal on it at the previous day close. What do you think, Brian? Yeah, S3 is also at
Definitely
131, 148.
definitely
Yeah,
potential for a bounce here.
I'm a buyer at 133.
Oh, AMD is coming down to fill this 116, I think. Here we.
Yeah, I would be a buyer down here. See what's going to happen. I would buy at 133 NVDA. Should do NVDLL too. How's everybody doing in the chat room? What did you guys trade? Our GTI, Rigetti. You know, Rigetti is tricky because yeah, I was talking to the office people about the Connex hype. I have an employee that is really into SOXL, and I told him SOXL is done. It's not going to move that much anymore. The hype of semiconductors it appears to go. And then he asked me, okay, what is the hype now? And I told him quantum computing is the hype now. And then you were there, Brian,
Yeah.
and then he said, okay, what company? And I said, well, Rigetti, RGTI seems super interesting and stuff. So I said that.
I'm out.
Next day, gap down 30%. Like it was that conversation that we were
Yeah.
having was on January 7, and then look at that January 8, it was down 50%. And he called me, I bought
Yeah.
a lot of RGT. I was
Yeah.
like, shit.
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
that was on Jensen Wong's comments, I think. So I'm out of Rigetti. It's not kind of pulled back there too much. Haven't really found a big winner yet
Sorry, you
today,
lost
anyway.
everything. See, that's another thing that you shouldn't really. That's another example of diversification. Even if you are right with the trend and stuff, diversification always helps. Again, you are not the first person to figure out that you want to invest in a company. Like, you know, Wall Street has already done the research on it. They published the papers 50 years ago that diversification works. You have to do it.
Yeah.
DJT, DJT Media Group looks like an. We see the pattern right now in 5 minutes. It might pop up, but the problem with DJT is again the order flow is not like it looks like it becomes active by algo at certain time, and it's a little bit tricky to trade this kind of stocks. So IONQ. Jared is struggling with IONQ.
Yeah, it's not a.
Yeah, NVIDIA, I'm a buy, guys. Yeah.
Hasn't been an easy market to trade this morning. SPY and Qs are selling off here. Thor must be liking this if he's still short the market. MNQ. Yeah, look at it. Nvidia is still going lower here. There's an order at 133. Hmm.
NVIDIA is going toward the previous day close. I am a buyer at 133.15. Let's take a reversal on it over here. Though the market is
All right. Well,
really going over, but
yeah, I'm just short. I shorted the market with SPX options.
SPX options on, yeah. Thinking of should I stay away from taking another trade or not? What time is it? 10. I'm up $27,000. I don't know.
Yesterday's high. Look at that. Nvidia's touching yesterday's PDC. So if you're going to play it for a bounce,
Yeah,
be
I know. I'm
very
thinking
close
of
to
a
here.
little bit further down. Yeah, a little bit more, a little bit more. I'm
Yeah,
usually have a
like I
tendency of
said, there's
jumping a little over.
an order at 133. It's going to go there probably.
It's likely, slowly some long here. Not a big position, but just in case. Maybe 133 would be my big position in there. Although still,
There you go.
market is also
Here comes.
downhill.
Yeah.
Taking a long on NVIDIA bounce from the previous day close.
Okay, I'm out of this SPX trade.
Okay,
That was
so
so I'm finally made a decent amount on that trade.
well, let's see if NVIDIA can pop to the moving average on 1 minute.
Yeah.
A little bit more here and there. Come on, do a quick bounce for us. Come on. One more bounce. One more pop. You can do it. Am I greedy or not? Greed is messing with me.
Greed is greed.
SPY is
I don't know.
nicely squeezing back, yeah.
Yeah, it's came back better. So that's why you have to be very careful with these SPX options. NVIDIA doesn't have a lot of orders to the upside. Doesn't mean it won't go there. We are getting a nice bounce on it.
There you go. Now I'm selling NVIDIA
nice
133.77. Nice. That was a good profit.
Nice.
Nice.
Pure perfect.
Profit back. Did anyone took it with us?
Yeah, that was a nice little bounce there. So yeah.
Nice.
So yeah, so important to have these levels on your charts. Yesterday's low, yesterday's close, previous day close is very. It's almost always a level that gets respected.
I actually see live on my chart, guys. That's 133. Let's see again. Now made a new 5-minute high. Yeah, SPY is also going up, so we are pretty good situation in the market as well.
Give us 134. That's what we want.
134. That's what we want from life. Nothing else. Like that's what we're asking. 134.
That's it.
Come on.
God, there's no orders there. I'm gonna sell some because there's no orders there.
No, don't do that. Don't do that. It's gonna go to 134. No. Don't chicken out.
Here we go.
Here we go. It's gonna pop like a bus. Look at that.
It's just,
That
yeah.
Brian, come on, don't be like that. Don't leave me alone. Like
I still have
34,
some.
here it is.
I'm
Yeah, good.
holding. It's just there's no orders there.
If there's no order,
Um,
I'll send the orders. I'll send some. How many orders you want? I
you
can
want to
send
fill them
it
up?
for
Okay,
you.
here we go. Here we go. I'm selling here, and the reason I'm selling
Perfect.
here is
Now,
we're
now
right
you
at the
are a good
9
buddy.
EM. Yeah, we're right at the 9 EMA on the 2-minute chart. Watch for a rejection here.
You're at 2-minute chart. Let's look at it. Yeah, see, exactly. That's the moment. Brian is using 2-minute chart.
Right.
So yeah, that's the 9 moving average and 2-minute chart.
Seems to this is my gauge for if we're in an uptrend or downtrend. We're still in a downtrend on Nvidia, but we're definitely trying to bounce here. Tesla, same deal. Rejection, 9 EMA, 2-minute chart, and same with the rejected it. That's the VWAP as well. So
Right,
still
so
some
I'm
big, still a
holding a
big,
little bit of NVDA. Let's see what's going to
still
happen
a
in
big
Tesla.
order. Still a big order at 133.
Yeah, we might go for it. I'm holding my stop loss is now at the break even, guys, at 133.35. So you know, guys, how I trade. Like always, when I profit, most of my position are out. So now my stop loss is at previous day close, which is my break even point. Rigetti.
Okay.
Yeah, I think it has more pop in it. SPY is going up, back up. Oh,
Qs are
beauty, beauty.
bouncing. And Nvidia is trying to bounce back here after that rejection at the 9 EMA. See what Tesla looks like. Tesla's got some big orders up at 420, 425. Qs and no, there goes the SPY. SPY's heading back up.
Yeah, SPY is really nicely going back up above the VWAP. The climb on SPY was amazing. TNA is also climbing back up to the half the day. Now I regret, why did I sell my TNA half of it?
You just never know.
Yeah, I know this TNA. TNA and I have a very love and hate relationship.
Yeah.
NVDA, yeah, SPY back to VWAP. There it was popping up like a boss. This is super nice.
Yeah, through all the moving averages and the VWAP. Tesla definitely has some sellers there. It just doesn't keeps trying to move up and gets hit with some selling. See if it can break out here.
Tesla?
Yeah.
Rigetti.
Okay, so
Rigetti, amazing. Yes. Yeah, Rigetti is kind of
Rigetti's
toppy
kind of
around
hit.
R4.
Yeah. Rigetti, if you look at the volume on Rigetti, it's really dropping off. There's just no volume there. It might, they might pop it up, but like I said, it just seems like interest has in trading it has been dropping right from the get go. There goes Tesla.
The Tesla chart, 5-minute chart is kind of fundamentally broken, so I don't want to go long or short at all. Like fundamentally has collapsed like this. But NVIDIA at least is now has the room for a bounce. So
Hmm. I think Tesla is looking a little bullish, but again, it's got this seller right at 416. Just keeps slapping it down every time it tries to get through there. Nvidia is looking
right
kind
here,
of interesting. It's kind of gotten through that 9 EMA now. We still got
I
you've
wanted to,
got the VWAP.
yeah, I wanted to sell some at 134.20. That was a good reversal.
Hmm. Hmm. There's that 415 seller on Tesla.
Tesla is going up back to VWAP, huh? Wow.
Yeah, well, see if we can get the markets to cooperate here. Qs have bounced back. SPY has bounced back.
I'm looking at NVIDIA potentially.
Here we go. Some volume just came in on Tesla. Starting to push it back up here. Qs and SPY heading back to high of day.
SPY just popped up very nicely back. IWM, wow,
Yeah,
running back up to the high of the day. So the situation is pretty good everywhere.
turning around here.
Turning around. What a drop, what a bounce. Like it's beautiful. It's beautiful. IWM, super nice. Back up to the high of the day. It's amazing.
IONQ looks a little weak.
Oh. Oh, it's super nice. Life is super nice at this
Yes,
stage.
sir.
I recently, guys, I started really putting a lot of thought on my sleep and sleep patterns, and I realized that sleep is everything. Guys, sleep a lot. And no, seriously, I mean, sleep is just my mind is much clearer, better mood, everything. Sleep and mushroom, these two.
You have to get extend your life, get sleep well every night.
Yeah. and not eating after 6 p.m. Like whenever
Yeah.
I'm actually having my dinner early and I'm not having anything, sleep is much, much better. When I'm having it, like after 6 p.m. is horrible. I don't know how Europeans are doing it actually.
Yeah, I know.
Um,
I was just thinking that it's, people don't go out to eat till like 8 and 9 o'clock at night sometimes.
they do that.
I remember being in Paris and going out for dinner at like 8 o'clock, 8:30, and thinking, "Oh my God, this is so late for dinner." And then we're leaving, and other people like are just coming in, and it's like 10:30. Restaurants is still
I know,
crazy.
like I was in Buenos Aires. I was in Buenos Aires. So at 10 p.m. we went. There's a really famous steakhouse called, I think, Don Julio or Don Juan or something. I don't know.
Yeah,
So we
Don
went there at
Julio, I think.
10:30, and it was packed. We don't have any space, and so we found it little two things up in that next to the bathroom, up into that level. We went there. By the time they actually served us the steak, it was like 11:30 at night, and the store was still packed. And then we were lucky. The guy we ordered, we didn't understand much of a menu. We ordered two steaks, and the guy said, "Dude, this is one for two is enough." Like, thank God he said that. And then he brought like this amount of meat, great food. And then it was Ardi and I. So we had a little bit of it, and then by the time they were coming around 1:30, 1:45 a.m. in the morning, it's still packed. People are having a steak.
Yeah.
And we went back to the hotel, and Ardi threw up. Like I think at 3
Oh
a.m.,
yeah.
4 a.m., I said, "Wow, wow." Of course, yes, of course, your body says, "What the fuck?" Sure, yeah.
That's funny.
I couldn't believe what I'm seeing. Like, is that breakfast or is it still dinner for you? Which one is that at 2 a.m.? Like,
Yeah.
God, don't do this to yourself.
It's
No, but
definitely.
seriously, like, fasting is a little bit difficult thing to do, but like after 6, 7 p.m., nothing in your body, sleep is amazing. Like I've seen it in my, performance of Iran and everything. Oh, NVIDIA. Oh shit, we have NVIDIA long actually. I have NVIDIA. Like actually, and speaking of that, Mr. M, thank you. So I'm gonna actually partial here some. It's now the moving average. I mean, the best target would be the VWAP.
Yeah. SPY is
Oh
back at
man,
high of day.
God.
This is R3. See, look at Tesla. Tesla's still rocking now. It's going to get to looks like it's heading back to 420.
Tesla. Oh yeah, Tesla bounced back like a boss. What a day! What a day! What a day!
Today. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. It's a beautiful day. Like I like that. Like Nvidia, the open, kind of messy, but like these kind of
Yeah.
trades, amazing. With it. Amazing.
Had to wait to let things start to establish. It's a nice bounce back. We're right back at high of day on both the SPY and the Q. So we'll be interested to see if we can
Your Nvidia is
break out from
popping off.
here, or if it rejects again. Right now, it's pretty range. We're still pretty range bound, although the range has been pretty big on the indexes.
So NVIDIA, I'm
see,
mostly out on NVIDIA.
kind of rejecting. We're kind of rejecting here.
So Rigetti doing? I have some serious FOMO not trading Rigetti. Yeah, it looks
It's
like
not,
Rigetti
last I
wants to
looked,
hit
it's
8.
not, it's volume was really dropping off on it. I don't know. It seems pretty range bound right now. I mean, we did do like a bit of a 920 on it. Not a great looking 920, but these things always seem to happen around 1010. You get this loss of the 9 EMA and then it comes down, touches the 20, and then bounces back. Always seems to happen around 10 after 10. AMD is heading back to 116, I think. Yeah, Tesla rejected, Nvidia rejected. There is a possibility, I guess we could break out of this range at some point, but right now we're just stuck in a bit of a trading range here. Here we go, 116 on AMD. It came back down, filled that order that was sitting there. PLTR has been on a tear. Again, pulling back now on the SPY and the Qs. All right. Yeah, Tesla could be, Gary, I think, yeah, you're right. I think Tesla could be kind of done. Let's see what Bookmap looks like on it. It's probably still got those orders up at 420, 425. Yep, still there. Damn, I was thinking about that would have been a good place to go short again on the SPY, right at right where we rejected earlier. Would have been a pretty decent risk to reward. Too late now.
Hey guys, sorry. Oh shit, I was on mute.
Yeah,
So
AMD,
NVIDIA is coming back
NVIDIA's,
to, yeah, I'm gonna get stopped out
yeah,
completely on NVIDIA, guys.
right
Yeah.
back to
Tomorrow.
right back to PDC there. Interesting.
Yeah. Tomorrow. Tomorrow is going to be the inflation number. CPI.
Tomorrow we get CPI. Yeah. Sure, it'll be interesting. Yeah, look at that. Rigetti's going to $8. Volume started to pick back up again on this. After I mentioned it was dropping right off, volume picked right back up again. There's $8.
Nice, Sean. You turn it around. Beat SPX. Oh, I think Nvidia is selling off.
Yeah, Nvidia's going to go
It's
red,
great
baby.
trading day, guys. Yeah, great trading day, guys. Buys nice. Hey guys, on YouTube. So tomorrow we can do a giveaway. Tomorrow is Wednesday. If you can like us, if the likes to 600, then tomorrow we're gonna give a laptop. What do you think about that, guys? On YouTube. Anyone still alive on YouTube? Tomorrow something? Laptop 1, laptop 2. Yeah. VDA went red.
Yeah, I know.
Interesting.
Crazy, eh?
Yeah. IWM is holding very nicely. IWM is holding at. Did IWM actually hit all-time high? Or no, it was just before that. Some high in 2021. Is back there. IWM is got destroyed. What happened on December 18 that it got destroyed? Was the inflation number? Or was it something about the rate, huh?
What's that?
The IWM sold off really bad on December 18. There was something about the rates.
There's something about rates. Well, rates have been going up a lot. Today, what's TLT doing? TLT is down a little bit.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, was it FOMC? I think. There was something. Yeah, I remember that because IWM is the most rate sensitive index. A lot of this is all the small cap companies, so they're very sensitive toward the rates. And the leverage of this one is TNA, 2-3 times leverage.
Yeah, I'm short SPY again. See if we can drop here. Here we go. Here we go. All right, just gonna sell some options here. I shorted it with options again, SPX. Wow, perfect. Scary, but perfect. Wow, got in at 16. It's now at 20, 21. SPY 5086 puts. 5860, sorry, 5860. All right, gonna take the money and run here. Yeah, exactly, Sean. Yeah, pretty crazy. I have to give kudos to Sean here. I have to give credit to Sean. Turn me on to these SPX options. So if I lose a ton of money on these, I know who to blame. So far it's been, and I understand now maybe a little bit more. I know Thor likes to trade indexes. They can be a little bit more predictable than stocks. In terms of sort of reading where they're going. Okay, I'm going to get out of the rest of these, I think. Let's see. Yeah. All right.
The Tesla is going down. NVIDIA is also going down. I'm glad I got out of
Yeah.
this garbage.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that is life. But life is
It's life.
complicated.
Yeah.
Life is complicated, man.
Life is
Man,
a
I don't know how
highway.
Brian you. Yeah, I don't know how Brian you tolerated life this much. I'm already thinking of killing myself. Look, I'm done. I don't
I'm
want to
getting
drag
ready
it
to
another
check
4
out.
years. Yeah, you're just waiting until okay, I gotta get out.
Yeah. I'm ready to check
How
out.
do you like to die, Brian? Which way is? Do you want to like die old in the home and sit with all your kids crying, or do you want to die in an adventure, or die, I don't know, falling from a horse, or die having sex? I don't know. What's your way to go?
My way to go. Never really even thought about it. Practically, it would be just die in your sleep. But I don't know. I guess I could do, yeah,
How do you like to
die
guys
doing
die?
something
Anyone in the chat room? You
risky.
too? Well, I like to die in the mountains. Like that would be nice.
Try
Like
not to think
especially in
about
the
it.
high in elevation, like like in Everest and stuff. You die because you're there forever. Like you're resting in peace forever. Like when I was climbing in China, I was making a joke with my Sherpas that if I die, first of all, don't bring me down, leave me up there, and then make something funny with my body. Like for example, show the route, like with my fingers and stuff. So that way you become like an icon in Everest. You know where you go past that rock, and then you see the guy, the dead guy Andrew, who shows the way. So follow that journey. Like that would be forever.
I've got an answer for you, Andrew, if you want.
Yeah, man.
You could be, okay, go ahead,
Yeah.
I've
Peter.
always said that I want to die at 101 years old in a skydiving accident. That means I made it to 101, and it means I was skydiving at 101. So, and it's over quick.
That's a good way to go. I
You
like
get
that.
to go with
Might
a good
survive.
view. You like had a good life,
I
man.
know.
Splat.
Big
You might
adrenaline in the
survive though.
body. Yeah,
You could
that's very
survive
nice.
though,
Actually,
Peter.
I like
That's the problem.
No, I don't think at 100 you're going to survive. Don't worry. If I realize that's the end, Brian, I'll go ahead first.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's a good way. Yeah,
Yeah, you
climbing a
see,
mountain is pretty
I've
good.
already done I've already done a bunch of skydiving, so I can't really do that. I was trying to think of something I haven't done.
Let me show you a picture of. I want to show you a picture of someone, a dead body in Everest. That I took that picture.
The yellow
And
boots, the yellow boots guy.
no, the green boots is on the north side, and he's
Green
been like
boots.
dead for like since 1990s. Actually, nobody knows who he is. There are some ideas about who is this guy, but on Everest side there's way more body. And actually, sorry, on the north side there are more bodies because there's no helicopter, there's no rescue over there. But when I went
Right.
through the south side, there was a guy who was dying. Carlos, I sent it to you. I can actually show it on YouTube as well. Actually, I can do it myself too here. So this guy is, this guy is, I think he died last year or something. So you guys see my screen. So Carlos, you can actually show that as well. So now imagine if this guy was like have some like eternal meme. That would have been very funny. Like not only you're dead, but also you make some fun thing or put a sign or something. Good luck, yeah, you got it. I didn't, but you got it.
You got this.
That would be really
I
fun
didn't.
to do. Yeah.
I couldn't. I couldn't make it, but you got this.
Yeah, you got this. You got this. Yeah, I didn't, but you got this. That would be
That's
nice.
funny.
Overdosing on sex is also a good way to go. Like this, the extreme orgasm, or the ecstasy that you're having. That would be also a very, very good way to go. Yeah, if I died, don't die on Everest. I'd like to die overdosing on sex. That's also another way to go.
I'd like to. Maybe you could just. I could die taking mushrooms and just laughing to the point where I just croak.
Oh, yeah, that's also very interesting. Oh man, what a conversation at 7:30 in the morning.
I've had.
Thank you guys
I've had
for
that.
not canceling your membership so far.
I've had that experience where I was laughing so hard I thought I was going to die. Thought I was going to not be able to breathe. But laughing is good for you.
Good, yeah. All right, so Tesla, let's get back into character, guys.
All right.
NVDA.
Not a lot of the volume is really dropping off on a lot of this stuff again. Wow, Rigetti. Rigetti just made the 8 and then decided that was it. That was the that was it. It just said, "Okay, I'm done. I'm out of here." Got the 8. Wow, look at
Wow,
that. The
NVIDIA,
SPY just
no
took another
mercy.
leg lower. We're just heading back to low of day now. What a reversal, man.
Yeah, no joke, huh? The market has no chill.
Taking
Like
these
NVIDIA has
reversal
no
trades, yeah.
chill.
Yeah.
So the next level that we can turn a reversal on NVIDIA is at S4, 130, 136. On a daily chart, I'm looking at it, and then we have obviously yesterday low 129.53, but I'm not surprised I'm not sure if we get there to 130, below 130. But seems like the highway to hell now.
Yeah, it seems still got some sellers and a lot of sellers in the market right now. Wow, those SPX options, put options are now almost $23. They're just really hard to hold on to to get any kind of bounce, they quickly can go offside on you. Are you in any trade right now, Andrew, or no?
No, I just have some TNA left from my swing.
Okay.
And so this is my position, open position right now. So I have TNA, so I sold half of it for $7,600, and then the rest is holding. Like CPI, if CPI is good, IWM is gonna rally like a boss.
Yeah.
So I don't know if I should sell these 4,000 shares of TNA or not. It's holding IWM so far, but like it's not like a SPY, but I don't know if IWM wants to do something. That's
Tesla's kind
what
of
is Meta?
trying. Tesla's trying to hold here, but it's just no orders to the downside, except there's a 380 order.
Did you watch Zuckerberg and Joe Rogan?
I saw a clip of it. I find I don't find Joe Rogan to be a very good. I mean, I mean he's good with with interpersonally with people, chatting with them, but I don't think his he doesn't challenge anybody on what they say, which you know, and I guess you got to have a lot of fact checkers because people come on and say all sorts of stuff on his show. Oh, there goes Spy and Q's are bouncing here.
Yeah, I mean Joe Rogan. Like I want to see the Zuckerberg. Like the Joe Rogan. It seems that he drives people towards saying extremes because that's where it goes viral. And Joe Rogan is at the end of the
Yeah.
day is businessman. He charges people for the view. Like he gets like 200 million
Oh
from
yeah,
Spotify a
totally.
year. So he actually I noticed that he's very smart. He's pushing people towards saying extreme nonsense because that's what goes viral. He tried to do it with Elon Musk. He couldn't do it with President Trump. Like President Trump was way smarter than this. President Trump is so sharp that he doesn't allow anyone to play with his thoughts talk. But I like that. But I was watching Mel Gibson is saying that there's one drug that cures cancer type 4. Like, come on, man,
Yeah.
Mel Gibson. uh, that kind, like these kind of claims, they are extreme and they bring
Yeah,
viewership. But
for sure.
I like to see actually what Zuckerberg says. Zuckerberg is also pretty smart. Zuckerberg is also a very smart person. He doesn't.
Oh
He
yeah.
says what he wants to say, and he doesn't like. Yeah, I know. I saw the
Nice.
Mel Gibson thing. Like I understand the profit in the industry, health industry, and stuff. Like I understand that, that logic. But connecting these two, like, okay, so U.S. pharmacies that, but what about Europe? What about Asia? What about a lot of countries that are regulated health and stuff and pricing? They don't know that. They don't know that they can solve cancer. It's super complex in the body. It's just one single drug that fix everything is good for viewership, but doesn't necessarily is based on a lot of things.
What I find amazing is some of the food additives and chemicals that they're allowed to put in the U.S. in and not allowed to put in any other country. Like if you looked at the ingredients on different things in the U.S. and
It's the
compared it to
food.
an ingredient
It's the
list.
food that killing
Yeah,
us. Yeah, it's the
yeah,
food.
the
Like
food that's
it's
killing
all the
Americans.
obesity and things. the inflammation in the body that everybody has, that like it's the food. It's like it's not the smoking, it's not sugar, it's the food. Like a lot of other countries are consuming so many other things, but it's the food. And RFK Jr. is actually right about that, that the food
Yeah.
um, is the food, that it's the small little things
Yeah,
that they
it's
add
crazy.
into the day-to-day life. Like all these, like nothing goes wrong in my fridge. Like nothing, like, you know, in Iran, I grew up in Iran. It wasn't like that. Like it's, like you buy things and it goes wrong if you don't eat them. Like I go travel months, I climb Everest, come back, everything is fresh in my fridge. Like really, like you don't go wrong. Like milks, like in Iran, milks really after 2 days they go bad. Like here, milks stay like months and taste great. Like, and especially in the industry, like the US is a very permissive environment. They allow things too. So
Yeah.
one thing that I'm actually very
No, it's
concerned about new administration is just a little bit less regulation on financial market, like crypto and
yeah.
stuff. That's the only thing that I'm concerned about, because the Wall Street has no moral. Like if you just a little bit less regulation in this financial market, something again, these fart coins and meme coins and the FTX and stuff, something blow up, and that's the only thing that freaks me out about this
Yeah.
new administration.
What
Because
could what could possibly go wrong with deregulating financial markets again?
yeah, I mean, like 2008 was just the perfect example
Yeah,
of it.
exactly. And who ended up paying for all that? It wasn't the people that made all the money.
Yeah, I know. That's the only thing that I'm very, very concerned about. Like something is going to blow up soon. Like after 2008, the Dodd-Franklin, when they passed that, there was a lot of regulation on the financial industry. Most of it, some of it, they actually reversed after that. But there's some of it is still like the Wall Street wants to remove a lot of it. And, you know, these leverage
Yeah,
things
of
and
course they do.
this a little bit freaks me out. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, that's it is. All right, back to that's when happens at 10:46 in the Tuesday when there's nothing to trade.
Yeah,
NVDA.
I'm looking.
I'm
I'm short. I'm short some Tesla. I want to see if it gets back to 405 here. Oh, here we go. I'm trading with options.
so
410 puts.
you're trading for Tesla,
I'm
410
shorting
puts.
Tesla, yeah. Because I think somebody in the room mentioned this earlier. They thought Tesla was going to 405. I think it was Gary L, our our one of our long-term moderators. This is a great thing about being part of a community in the room here. We get ideas all the time, and sometimes they look interesting. You look at them yourself, and then you decide whether you want to take the trade or not. But let's see what I'm just using the 9 EMA and the 2-minute chart on Tesla as long as we're staying below there. Still think we're in a downtrend. And Qs are really, again, we've been pretty range bound all day. SPY really has moved within this, sort of 585 to 580, 582. So it's been sort of just stuck in this range.
DJT is also super
Yeah,
nice.
wow. Nvidia's looking really weak too. It's still staying below the 9 EMA on the 2-minute chart. Here we go. Here goes Tesla. All right, we're at $12 now on these options. Very close. Here we are, $12. take some off here at 12. All right.
Guys, so what are you guys up to? So tomorrow laptop, that's 100% sure because you guys didn't get. Oh, no, wait a minute. No likes, 300, only 69. Come on, guys. Make it to 500 for laptop tomorrow.
Yeah.
You can do
Had a
it.
lot
You
of
can do it.
I've had a lot of really good trades here.
I know.
Should
Like,
be
it's
able to
amazing. Guys, I'm
make
going to
some
check
money.
out the. Yeah, I'm going to check out the funded accounts today. If you lose money today, I'm going to kill myself. Like, it's such an easy day. Come on, like this NVIDIA live, we did it, Brian and I, live in front of you. And Tesla was also
Yeah,
pretty
right.
nice.
That,
How do you
yeah,
lose
that
money?
bounce off of PD. That bounce off of PDC was perfect. What an ideal
Yeah,
setup for a trade.
I still gonna see. Look at this $50,000 funded account, and they're still blowing up. Like, oh, how do you do that? Like, I'm doing it live in front of you, live, free. Just do it. Oh, I'm trying to save
Oh,
you
wow,
from
here we
yourself.
go.
All right, so NVDA reversal is an option. It's getting to S4, so very tempting. However, SPY Q's went red. SPY is not doing great either. IWM actually surprisingly hold very nicely from all these indexes.
Yeah, it's
Dow is
definitely
okay.
the index
That was
that's up the most.
yeah, so Dow lost all the Trump election.
Yeah, the
SPY
Trump bump, as they
lost
say.
the Trump bump. Q's also lost the Trump. Yeah, yesterday hit the Trump pump. IWM is also lost it. Yeah, so the Trump effect is gone. They call it Trump effect in the financial market.
I think that, yeah, I think that some, obviously, a little bit of concern about what the new administration is going to put in place, immigration, tariffs, cutting taxes for the rich again, Reaganomics.
That's actually a very good idea. That's actually, I think I'm of the opinion of cutting taxes. Like, I know it's again the topic that we can discuss to death, but like this, look what happened in Canada. Like Canada is a perfect example. Like Canada is a country that it's a role model in moral and social justice, but it lost its economic leadership by just increasing the taxes. Like this capital gain tax that they increased, Trudeau, that's the one that it topped his leadership. Because what happens when you're increasing the capital gain like that, like another 10%, is that you force capital to leave your country, and that is the impact of is the thing that's why when you don't protect your capital market like that, people companies leave, entrepreneurs leave, wealth generators leave. I do believe in that. Like, I'm considering seriously leaving Canada because you're punishing it unreasonably. If you want to pay for your social programs, you can boost the economy and through the sales tax and through the consumption do it. I do believe that again, this is a discussion that we can have forever, but I think Canada lost this economic leadership, and that's why the people are angry from Trudeau, because slowly is grinding down. You know, the businesses are down, the companies are leaving. Like you don't they don't see the support of to the wealth generators, and they leave. They just go south the border or somewhere else.
They never
I
did bring
understand also the
that
trickle down
change.
economy, but
They
yeah.
never did bring that change in, that because they suspended the government, so that never got passed.
So which one? The capital gain?
Yeah.
No, it did pass. June. No, since last year,
No, I
June
don't
20,
think
the
so.
capital gain. I
Really?
seriously doubt that. Yeah,
Hmm.
I think it passed the capital gain tax. I mean,
Okay,
we can
I
look into
thought it
that again,
didn't.
but
But anyway, doesn't matter. That was the proposal anyway.
I think it passed. Or I mean, we can look into that. But
Okay.
again, that's why
Good luck.
the finance minister of Trudeau quit, because she said, you know, you're doing this and then you're sending people check. Like this is very disgusting. That, oh, you're poor in the Christmas, I give you money. I'll charge you tax for food.
Yeah.
Like you don't treat people like that. You create opportunities for them to grow rather than in sending check. Like Iran is like that. It's such a poor country, the economy. So people make happy. Oh, sure, shut up. Get the check. Like that was disgusting by government. Like, and rich people or wealth generators or companies and say, you want to tax me like that to send checks to people instead of providing them employment, providing them environment to grow. um, Canada, and that's why everybody's panicking in Canada. If Trump really puts some tariffs, Canada is like a village. Like there is no real industries to support that. Like if the oil industry goes down, if the Trump doesn't support the import and everything, they really, that's why the finance minister quit, because she said that we got to be ready for that change on the south of the border rather than sending checks to people. Trudeau, his mindset again, I mean, social justice, moral support is very important, but also economic leadership is very important. Like you can't have a very good society based on justice with the very struggling economy. At the end of the day, people want to see paychecks coming in. Again, it's a very interesting topic, but you know, again, if like the corporate tax, I understand that, but the capital gain tax, the skyrocketing 50% like that, people leave, companies leave.
SPX is interesting again. See if
Anyways, guys,
we're retesting
oh
yesterday's
shit.
high again here on SPY SPX.
So, Brian, it seems that you haven't filed your taxes because you're going to pay a lot of taxes this year. I think June last year passed that the capital. You haven't filed your taxes, obviously.
No, I guess not. It's coming. Got to do a taxes again. Tax season.
No, it's coming. Tax season is starting. Ooh. Right,
Yeah, I
NVIDIA
know.
broke the S4.
I'm gonna have a lot of taxes this year for sure. I know that.
I know. I already
Thanks
see
for
NVIDIA
reminding me.
plans. How poor you are. Look at that. Okay, NVIDIA is dropping like a boss. Like the question is, where should we take another reversal of on NVIDIA? Robinhood, Hood is doing up. Robinhood is 9% up. Robinhood is doing pretty good on a daily, weekly chart.
Yeah, Robinhood. They had some. I thought they had some kind of action by the DOJ or something.
Yeah, the way that Nvidia is setting off, I wouldn't be surprised to go. We test the 129.59, the yesterday low. I'm thinking of taking another reversal on it, but at the same time, my time is over. It's almost 11. And
Mm-hmm.
again, this is one of those moments that you actually might.
I think SPY's going to go red here. It's testing. We're testing low of day for a third time now.
NVDA.
Hey Brian, hey Andrew, how y'all doing?
You
Good. How are
are
you?
good. You're here, sir. How are you doing?
Yes, I am here. All good. What a fun day, huh?
How was your trading day?
Yeah,
How much did you
sort of
make?
fun day.
Come on, Abby. Give us
I,
how rich you are. Show off.
I,
Look at
We
this.
are
SPY is
having
heading
Mr.
lower.
Rich Avi. Avi, are you excited to come to Vancouver?
never miss these events. I'll be right there. I'll be
Yeah,
there a few days before and stay a whole week after as well.
I know. We
nice.
might actually go skiing together. We might actually get a villa or something, go skiing together. Um,
Yeah,
that would be cool.
that'll be a blast.
If anyone wants to come, guys, if anyone wants to come, then we might actually after the event. I can't at this moment commit, but a lot of us are thinking going to skiing, so maybe we can actually get a big Airbnb or something.
Mhm.
Um,
Oh,
yeah, Vancouver is pretty nice then that time of the year because there's still really good powder in the mountain on the high elevation on the alpine, and then the city is warm enough that you can start going into the beach. It's beautiful. Like I love it.
Yeah, it's
The
really
end of
nice.
March, April.
It'll be fun. As always, we have a great meetup.
All right, so I'm gonna stop sharing my screen, guys. So I had a pretty good day. So I'm gonna actually do a recap today. I'm gonna talk about the leverage in day trading. So I ended up the day $35,000, but TNA actually was only the swing that I still holding some. So another trade that I might take in the afternoon or later if I go after a run or something is taking a reversal on NVIDIA. If it hits the yesterday low, which is around 129.47, that could be another opportunity for a reversal on NVIDIA. So I'm going to hand it over to Mr. Avi Mahtani. Sahib, over to you.
all right.
Yeah,
Thanks, Andrew. Thanks, Brian.
and thanks. And I'm still short some Tesla puts here. Still short Tesla with some puts here. So still
Nice.
looking for this another buck or two on the put side here. All right, Avi, take it away.
Awesome. Thank you, guys. Thanks. And hey, Carlos, how you doing today?
Good, man. How are you?
Good, man. Good. Thanks for joining. This is a blast.
Yeah,
You get
yeah,
to go
absolutely.
online and talk to different people all the time. It's great.
It is awesome.
So much
Um,
fun.
but
How
yeah,
you doing
this
today?
doing good, man. It's funny. This market started a little bit slow. Like the pre-market, I only had, if you guys remember, three tickers: MSTR, Tesla, Apple. I ended up adding QUBT at the last minute, but for the most part, man, it was a quiet like pre-market. Even after the data came out, you still didn't get that push on the SPY, right? And the market open, man, the market open was pretty good. Like things started moving, SPY started dropping, still dropping now, trying to make some new lows, and it just created so much opportunity for us, man. So turned out pretty good. Unfortunately, I didn't get to trade anything because I was working on some back end stuff, right? But for the most part, there was some really good trades this morning. How about you, man? What did you take advantage of? I see you have Tesla up here. Are you in anything right now?
No, I'm in AMD actually. I just put it on a few minutes ago. What's
Oh,
my second
sweet.
attempt at AMD, but man, this is a ripper. I'm just gonna hold this for like a drop below 100. It looks like it wants it.
There we go.
But
Yes, yes, yes.
yeah, I'm already in
Um,
a pretty big position, so this is fun, always fun.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. I see
there it
AMD
goes.
and many of these stocks gave like a little bit of a fake out type play, right? Like they were going to hold and there's just break. Look at AMD now, man, making new low.
Yeah,
That wow.
massive, massive. For me, the real tragedy was Nvidia. I saw it and I
Mm-hmm.
just didn't perceive it, literally. I perceived it like a minute too late, and obviously don't want to chase it, so I didn't take the short. But my goodness, that was like 20 Rs or whatever it would have been. But again, yeah, don't want
Yeah,
to chase
yeah.
stocks around the market. If you don't see it in time, you don't see it in time. Let it go. But yeah, man, you can short anything today if you want.
Yeah, market's looking
Cool.
pretty weak right now. Things are running nicely, man.
Mhm.
Look at Nvidia making new lows. Even RGTI, which you were looking at ripping through 8, slamming right back down as well. So again, it's been a hell of a market, man. This is awesome.
Yeah.
Um,
This is good. We're getting some comments here in the chat about this leather
yeah.
jacket and Indian actors.
I like it.
It just arrived in the mail today. Okay, so I put it on.
That is awesome. I see what you're doing here, man. This is, and I don't blame you. This is straight out of the Mr. Sheng Wang book. I forget his first name, but Wang, right? From Nvidia. You're heading in the right path, man. This is what he does.
Oh,
He
is
wears
it?
his leather jackets on his earnings announcements, his keynote speaking in a speech in CES. His jackets keep getting, shinier and shinier. So I can't wait to see
Oh,
next month's jacket.
alrighty. Yeah, all right, let's do this. Let's do this. It's a
Yeah,
new thing now we do. Leather jackets, make them shinier. Just polish them up, really.
yeah,
We're
yeah.
doing hats as well. We can do hats,
We could do
gloves.
hats. We could do hats. Absolutely. Friends over on YouTube, hit that thumbs up as we continue through 12 o'clock. Obviously, Avi's has some live trades going here. But yeah, hit that thumbs up. Really appreciate it. It does help us out a ton. So today I'll be covering for Paris. Paris will be out probably this week and back next. So our good buddy will be back with Avi next week. But yeah, it's looking good here right now. Things are selling off.
Yeah, it's one of those days where you can ideally you put on the trade and just let it go and let it liquidate at the close. Don't look at it because it's got that feel to it. I've done those kinds of trades a few times and not even putting a target in mind, just let it go to the close. And I find those have been big. So that's what I'm trying to gauge right now. Are we truly gonna continue selling for the day and close at close to the low of the day, or is it worth going in and out of positions all the way down? So that's the
Yeah.
calculation going through my head at the moment. And anyways, AMD short still working, and Tesla was good. Nvidia. You know what's interesting here? I've got Apple on my screen. You can see most things were weak, but Apple was such a disaster. But where it is now and the way it is now, man, break of low of day, and I think it'll clean itself up and go down if it does break low of day, if the market remains with this kind of bearish mood.
Yeah.
We have
Yeah.
a lot of opportunity. So yeah, fun. It's funny. I didn't even know about the leather jacket thing and the AMD guy. I just got a new motorcycle
The
jacket. Just people
the
talking about it.
Nvidia guy, Nvidia.
Nvidia guy,
Yeah, yeah,
right?
yeah.
Okay. For me, it was just time for a new motorcycle jacket, so that's it.
Yeah, yeah. We love it, man. We
What
love
do
it.
we? Hmm.
All right, so
Out there, if you're
TikTok
in it,
trading
yeah,
over on
yeah,
YouTube is asking, what are we trading? Well, you are in AMD short right now. I am not in any trades. If I see something I like, I don't usually trade around this time, but if I see something I like, I'll take a stab at it. But Avi, you're in AMD short. Anything else? I know this is like your time to trade where you find a lot of opportunities.
yeah. AMD short, and I'm not seeing much else. What's interesting is the current AMD action is kind of sitting there looking weak more than anything else. At the same time, Nvidia and Tesla are finding buyers, so I'm trying to gauge what's going on, relative weakness on AMD, but that's not really a reliable indicator. But again, it's I'm just thinking AMD is going to continue to drop. And what's cool is for me, it's at a level right now, 115.26. If it sets up again here again, I would see another opportunity to enter, or I might even add into this if it truly carries on. Let's see what happens the next few minutes. But I like the look of it so far. It's very promising. And Tesla, man,
Yeah.
Tesla, can't tell you anything about Tesla. It's on the level, well, it's close to the levels that I've got, but we're not there yet. So, yeah, we have questions here in the chat. We got Citigroup. What about Citigroup? I don't know anything about Citigroup.
Let's take a look.
Want to know about
Citigroup.
motorcycles? Motorcycles, yeah. I ride a Harley Fat Bob. It's a 2020, so the new model. Really fun. Be careful, it's overpowered. I've scared myself so many times on that.
Yeah, I seen a picture of it, man. It's a sweet, sweet ride.
Yeah, man. So what else we got?
I'm looking at Citigroup. Someone mentioned that in chat. Yeah, I mean, we have the big earnings coming up this week, right? Is it, when is the banks? Is it Thursday? I know they're kind of the ones that kick off the earnings season. So I think we wait for that. I don't think right now it's really heavily in play. I don't know that they have any individual news. So my idea on banks, they normally don't trail that hot into earnings season. We'll see some action out of these guys. So I'm gonna check tradeterminal.com, see what the next earning is here.
While you're doing that, guys, I see some activity here on NVIDIA 130.5. That's a level. It's hit that. It's finding something, some behavioral change at the moment. So something to keep an eye on. That might be the next one.
Wait a second. I think I'm running into Thor Spot in the chat room. I think he's gonna come on here. I'm still streaming the channel, so if Thor is ready to rock and roll, there it is. Thor is asking for his hammer. There it is. So let me see if I can show you this. This is funny. Thor is asking to give me the hammer, give me the mic. So yeah, Thor, we'll hop off here. So for those that over on YouTube, we do go live in our chat room. Thor's gonna be trading there now. Me and Avi will stay here with you guys on YouTube. But there's Thor asking, give me my hammer so I can get on and trade with my people in the chat. So, all right, friends over in the chat room, we'll see you guys. We'll see you a bit later. We'll go and continue here on YouTube. All right, let me shut that off. And it is all Thor's there. Okay. Beautiful, beautiful thing.
Come down, huh? Push everything down. Smack it.
Yeah, it's rather weak right now.
Mhm.
So yeah, so we're looking at TradingTerminal.com, right? Want to see where our earnings are, and I have this up. Let's see if I can go through some of this. I know it's a lot on there. We'll clean this up to make it look nicer. But Wednesday, yes, Wednesday. If you look at Wednesday, we got JP Morgan, Wells Fargo, Citigroup is also on Wednesday morning. So tomorrow is going to be fun. I think tomorrow's the day. Now, if you're trying to anticipate trading it early, you know, I normally don't do that. Be careful with that because you just don't know what to expect, you know? So be mindful of that.
Yeah, that's a bit scary. You know, here's one strategy that I've truly experimented with. Again, Brian talks about this in his options book. But if you truly anticipate a massive gap, like a 10, 15% gap, either up or down, either way, you don't know. What you can do is the day before or a few days before, buy puts and calls. One of them is going to go, become very profitable, and the other one you just close it at the open on the day of the earnings. And that's I haven't done that strategy, but I mean, people talk about it, read about it. But I think the real thing is, do you have conviction on this earnings, or at least the reaction to the earnings? Do you have convictions on a massive gap? Can you tell that in advance? If you have that kind of ability to calculate that stuff, okay, there's money to be made, like overnight action, big money to be made on contracts. But that's risky. Again, you can see how risky that can be. If it doesn't do a 15% gap, it just doesn't go anywhere, and you've lost on whatever you paid to buy those contracts. So, I mean, a lot of people ask me about this option stuff nonstop, and I tell them you gotta have serious conviction on overnight action if you're doing stuff like that, spreads, straddles, all this kind of stuff. So think of it that way, guys. Again, risk management, most important thing. So very, very important.
Yeah, well, one of the things I experienced when I'm trading, when I ever traded earnings, which I don't do often now, is I could be right in the direction for the longer time frame, but in the short period I could get wiped out just because the expected move, right, of the drop and the pullback. So you just got to be very, very careful, right? Especially with how volatile things are right now. The big one we got coming
Yes.
up next week, and actually we want to stream this live as well, is Netflix. So Netflix is going to be interesting because we come back. We're off on Monday, right? It's going to be Martin Luther King Day. You also have the president inauguration. We come back on Tuesday, and Tuesday after hours Netflix report. So it's going to be an interesting day, given that we're back, from a holiday and also from the inauguration of the president. So and then we'll be live for the Netflix earnings. That's going to be a lot of fun. Our first one in a long time, so definitely join us there. If you haven't signed up on YouTube, subscribe so you can be alerted when we go live for that event. Um, but yeah, interesting stuff.
Also, yeah, next Netflix will be fun. Not something I typically look at, but yeah, I bet there'll be good liquidity on the options on that. So I might actually look at that. But again, there's so many styles to trade. And we have something with a big catalyst. You got a big name. You get so much volatility right at the open. Those first 15, 30 minutes, my goodness. If you really are scalping, you're doing ORBs, you're doing opening momentum, that's where you want to be.
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
good stuff. So I'm still sitting in this AMD position. No partials yet. It's very nicely in my favor. I'm just going to let it run. I might actually trail the 30-minute candlestick just because that's been working recently. And let it run. Let this thing run as far as it wants to run. There it is,
Yeah.
AMD.
No need to overmanage. I mean, it's looking pretty weak right now. How about the other ones? Like it's Nvidia. Yeah, Nvidia's dropping too. So if you are in
Yeah.
Nvidia, this is also showing a lot of weakness. But yeah, man,
Apple's
nice,
got
nice
my
trade.
attention too right now. We were talking about Apple a few minutes ago. I'm beginning to think the closer it gets to the low of day, the more interesting it gets, and an opportunity, a potential opportunity down there. If it gets there, it's going to be fun. Again, I've had a lot of fun with Apple in the last couple of weeks, just almost every day, but not today. Today's a mess. Didn't touch it. So there's something happening there. And Amazon is similar to AMD, I think. It's just going down, but it's straight down and not too complicated. What else do we have?
Yeah.
Google.
Let's go to the Magnificent Seven. Google's next, right? Let's see what's going on there.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, got some up and down. It hasn't really done anything crazy, but you can see a little bit of movement here as well.
Yep.
It's just ugly though. It's
Google's
like
got
I'm looking at the 5 minute. That is an ugly 5 minute chart. And usually, you know what? This is typical Google though. They don't trade. I don't find this stock to be a good trading stock. I think they're very, very choppy at times. Usually, there's better things to trade. When it comes to the Magnificent Seven, Google and Meta, I think, are the toughest one to trade out of that bunch. Microsoft can be at times, but this one here, man, just that 5 minute, it's every candle overlapping the previous one. You can't really trade that. I mean, there's just nothing happening here. It's tough.
Yeah, I'm with you on that. I watch the Max 7 every day, and Google's one I don't touch very often. And
Right?
just for the same reason. Yeah, it's a tough one. It's really tough. I mean, even today, put in the double top that I like to see, but
Mm-hmm.
throwing wicks on both sides, and as you said, overlapping candles, for those reasons, I just avoided it. Like, okay, let it go this time. And there's easier ways to make money,
Oh
like look at
yeah,
AMD
yeah,
or something.
yeah.
And yeah, Meta's tempting to go long, but this is not a reversal setup. Again, new high off of the 5 minute consolidation. A lot of people get excited here. But yeah, even when I was trading earlier today, this morning, we're talking about a reversal on Meta, but my goodness, it's not there. It's just chop. It's just chop.
Yep.
Again, wait for your setups. Wait for it to be really good and clean. Then you can manage your risk. I mean, seriously, you can just risk management becomes easy. Then it's no big deal. Like AMD, for example, it just wants to go. So,
Um, This is a funny comment. Newbie in options made $50 first trade, and I paid $100 copay for the heart doctor the next day. How do you guys survive? See, uh, but I always tell people, like, when it comes to trading and the money part of trading, how fast did you make that $50? How much effort? You clicked a few buttons, and then you can go about your day, right? So when you start trading, I think the mentality should be is I want this to be a part-time gig to provide some income if it can. You shouldn't think about it as this is going to cover every expense that I have. That's not the right way to start. At least I don't think it is, right? There's many ways to start. But I think you got to start with a mentality that, I'm going to keep my regular job. It's going to cover all the bills that I have, my regular expenses. And then let trading be a side gig, right? And if that side gig becomes something bigger, then great. But some people are making 50,000 a year and just have it as a side gig, and they're comfortable with that. They still have to have their 9 to 5, their health benefits, a lot that goes into it, but they're making 50 grand a year. They can't live off 50 grand, not here in the Northeast, definitely not, or California, or anywhere else, any major cities. But it's a good side income, right? So keep that mentality a little bit different, and then if it grows into a big business where you can say, hey, I don't need to work no more, great. But there's a lot of people making good side money that are doing trading, right? So keep that in mind.
Yeah, I like that philosophy as well. You don't want to put too much pressure on trading up front, have it as a side gig when you begin, especially, and
Yeah.
then let it evolve. Let it, yeah, grow into it. Very, very important. I think pretty much all of us have done that. What else is going on here?
Yeah. So again,
Amazon.
Google's just stuck.
Yeah. But Apple again, now it's here at the low of day, the bottom of the first 5 minute candle. This is where I think something may happen. You could have a good breakdown here. Again, if people don't like iPhones anymore, you want to sell the stock, there you go.
iPhones. It's so funny. I called Verizon. My bill's like 170 a month. And I'm like, this just seems like a lot. So I called them up, and for me and my wife. And then phones are paid, so it's not a like I'm paying for the phone. It just seems too high. So I called Verizon and said, listen, this just seems too high. Can you just check what's in here? And they found that we could give you right away. She went right to it. I could give you $25 off just for being with us for 4 years, whatever. I'm like, oh, great. Why didn't you just do that automatically? Why do I have to call you? You should have done that, just right away. So, if you have a bill that's high, call your provider, see if you could lower it. Um, but yes, he explained to me I got Apple Music, I got this, I got that, all these other things I added on there, all these services. But people are not buying iPhones. They did not offer me a new iPhone, Avi. They didn't say, hey, we can get you and your wife a new iPhone. They're not giving iPhones for free anymore like they used to. And I think that's got to do something with,
Yeah,
with the sales.
very interesting. There was a time when iPhone was what you wanted, and everyone wanted that. But well, hell, I only owned one iPhone in the last what since 2007, since it released, and I had never gone back to it. I'm with Samsung. I'm quite happy. But yeah,
Yep,
there's competition in the market, and
it sure is.
so again, creates volatility for us day traders. Stuff like that makes Apple move, makes Google move, all kinds of stuff. So
Question
we're
in chat,
seeing
Avi,
some.
for you. Can you explain what
Yep.
you look for in the 5 minute charts at your level? So what are you looking for in a 5 minute chart
Yeah.
that makes you take the trade?
Well, let's look at some of these live examples. So on my screen here, you can see 116.50. I've got a level there. And what AMD did, interestingly enough, came down, broke out of the level, went back up, retested the level, right? You can see the red candle there rejecting it. And then the next red candle, very bearish, rejected the level there and closing a bearish candle. So that to me is a setup. That's a breakout and the retest complete. And then when it makes a new 5 minute low, that's where I'll take the short, the stop loss above it, and just trailing the 5 minute action down. So this is a very clear, simple example of a retest of a breakout. And it's one of those trades that I like to take quite often. For me, it's a very high conviction trade. I have a high win rate on this. So there you go. There's one, just basically, yeah, retest. Much easier than trading the breakout because breakouts all often end up in false breakouts. And, I used to stop out a lot just doing that. So I do this now. So there you go. There's one super simple one. Most of the time, they just look like ABCD patterns. There's not much to it. And you can have a lot of fun with it. So hope that helps.
we're looking at Nvidia. So someone, Angela, asked in chat, is it turning around? We'll see. We'll see. It's been trying to. It's tried a couple of times. It's seen a couple of pullbacks. Hasn't had much success. But we're getting into that 11:30 time frame where reversals tend to happen back to the VWAP. This could be it. This could be it. But again, you got to give yourself room if you plan on taking this trade, because we have seen that reversals have not been easy this morning. So, but you look at this daily, has sold off quite a bit already. So we're getting to some areas of support around that 130. It's really down at 129. We're nowhere near that there, but it might not get there given how much it has sold off already this morning. So we'll see. We'll see. But
Yeah,
you do have
very
a
hard
good setup. If you believe that, right, Avi? I mean, you have a good setup here. I always like to wait for more confirmation, though, and that's usually my problem with these reversals, right?
Mhm.
You wait
Yeah.
for too long and you miss it.
And that's the thing, waiting for confirmation. So you miss that super tight entry that you'd like to get. You're waiting for it to move in your favor a little bit, and then you enter. But there is a limit to it, as in how long can you wait without ending up in a chasing position, like you're chasing the stock. So it's important to have your setup well defined, and then the confirmation of your setup well defined too. For me, like the confirmations are nothing more than a new 5-minute high or low. That confirms that the market is ready to move in my direction. That's when I'll put on some risk. So, but it's worth it. It's like buying insurance on your asset, right? You're just paying a little bit, but you're getting some insurance. You're getting a higher win rate by doing it. And I can tell you my win rate went up tremendously when I started adding confirmation to the setup. In really, it's far more profitable doing it this way than trying to get in every tight setup and taking a lot of stop outs and all of that stuff. So something to think about. Really, very important point, I think.
Yep, fully agree with you, man. All right, let's see what other questions we have here in chat. We got a few coming in. Do we look at the 90 MA or the VWAP? I think that was for you, Avi, as you're for the 5-minute. Are you looking at the 9 and the VWAP?
No, I don't look at any moving parts other than candlesticks. Less moving parts, the easier it is, right? You don't want to hit a moving target. So for me, that's it. I just took off all moving averages, even the level 2, even the volume bars are gone now. So yeah, this is how I trade now. Just simple 5-minute candlesticks off of levels, looking for very precise patterns. Yeah, that's it. That's my style. But again, that's just for me. A lot of people trust moving averages, and so you can use it. I'm sure like Carlos uses it. A lot of people do. And but again, you got to have it well defined. How are you going to use it? What is it good for? Do you like to take those 920 trades or bounces off of VWAP or stuff like that? And all of that stuff's valid. So you got to figure out what makes sense to you. Personally, I just removed them off the chart not long ago, a few months ago.
Yeah. Like Brian today, Brian used the 9, I think it was, to determine that, hey, NVIDIA is going to probably end its run here. It was right around 10:15. He says, we're hitting the 9 moving average. And he was right. I mean, if you look at NVIDIA around 10:15, it hits that 9 moving average and reverses. And him and Andrew were both long from 133.20, I want to say. And they both took partials at that area. Andrew stayed a little bit longer, but they both knew, hey, this is an area where it can actually turn. So going back to your point, it depends how you're using it. I use the VWAP a ton for the 5-minute ORB. I mean, that is where I'm setting usually how I'm gauging my stop loss, my risk to reward. So the VWAP for me at the market open is critical, those first couple of minutes. The 9 to 20, not so much until things start trending. Once they start trending, then I'll use them as somewhat of a support and resistance, or kind of a way to see when the trend is changing directions, right? Once it loses that 9, it hits that 20, then okay, the trend might be over here. But like you said, Avi, there's ways to do that by looking at the charts and look at the price pattern, right? The candlestick. So there's so many different ways. There's no one single way or right way to do it. You just got to find out what works for you. And again, I always tell traders, we do this onboarding class, guys, by the way, every Monday evening at 8 p.m. Eastern time. So join me. We're going to do it this Monday again. I know it's a holiday, but we're still going to do the class. So join us there. And we talk about this, man. We always tell people the hardest thing about trading is finding what works for you.
Yeah.
That that's one of the hardest things to find. Once you do that, things become much easier. That's for sure.
Yeah, absolutely. You got to find what works for you. And really, everyone's got a different temperament. Everyone's got a different appetite for risk to reward. Everyone's got different levels of patience. So you got to really identify your personality traits and build a trading style that reflects your personality. Then it becomes more instinctual. You tend to react or interact with the market and then start working from there. That's mostly what I do with the mentorship stuff. Like I'm always helping people. It's with it's not so much strategy. It's about self-discovery, and then the strategy reveals itself. And that's been my journey as well. And I can tell you, I chopped and changed strategies nonstop for years until, well, now it's been more stable in the last couple of years. So yeah, very, very, very critical stuff.
Yeah,
Starting
I'm
to
just
see
going
some
going
Mhm.
through the banks here, because I know they're going to be doing earnings tomorrow, and they're just all slightly up. They had a lot of them had a good day yesterday. Like if you look at Citigroup had a great day yesterday. West Fargo, okay. Bank of America, BOA.
BOA. All right, let's look at BOA.
Wait, what's Bank of America? Ain't it BOA?
I would have thought so. Man,
I'm
I can't even.
sure we traded BOA. Am I bugging here? It's not coming up for me.
What was the other one? JPM would be one, right? That's another bank. So there we go. Okay, so we got
Yeah.
a chart up
Did they change their ticker?
back. Oh, it's BAC.
Oh,
Bank
it's
of
BAC. Okay, okay. I'm some
Thank
BAC. There we
you.
go. Thank you guys over in chat. BAC. Why not go BOA? This has been perfect, and they don't. That ticker's not taken. That doesn't make any sense. That's a lost opportunity. BAC here. Didn't move much yesterday. You mentioned JP Morgan. JP Morgan did have a great day yesterday. Decent day today so far as the daily goes. Yeah, it's gonna be a blast. I think all these report before the market open. So can't wait, man. It's gonna be good.
Yeah, this will be exciting. Lots of movements. Lots of movements. That's the thing. You want to make money in day trading from the move, not from the size. And I've heard Carlos say this so many times in the pre-market show over the years. And that's one of those things you say all the time that's stuck with me. So you want to make money on the move, not on the size. So you anticipate which tickers are likely to move, especially if you're trading the open momentum stuff. That's why you look
Yeah.
for catalysts. You have all these, earnings on banks and such things. And again, when you're working on making money on the move, also can move against you. So that's where risk management, stop losses, respecting the stops, all that stuff comes in. It's easy to talk about, but I can tell you, I struggled with that for years. I would hold past my stop and all that. It's not something you want to do, So get into it and know where your stop is. Stop if you need to. Otherwise, you're in the move, right? And it's gonna move because it's got a catalyst. It's gonna go one way or another. So,
Yeah.
think of things that way. And trading these banks this week and all will be fun. All of you guys who like the momentum, it's gonna be fun.
Yeah. And I remember now the interesting part would be too is that you got these banks doing earnings, and then right there you're gonna have the inflation data. So you're gonna see how that all meshes in together and how the market kind of reacts to all of that. Question in chat: what do we think about the SPY? Avi, I'll let you go first.
SPY. What is SPY again? I haven't looked at that in years. Seriously, I'm totally out of the
Do
loop
you
with
do
all
you
this.
use it to determine, like, for example, like, do you use it if you want to go short on something, but the SPY is ripping the other way, but you have your short conviction on the stock? Will you go short on it, or you just kind of decide to look for something else?
Yeah, I don't even look at the SPY. I literally forgot
Okay.
that it's the S&P 500. I really, I get everything I need to know from 5-minute candlesticks at levels. That's it. There's nothing else on my screen for the good reason that it can confuse me. It can conflict. Even having the level 2 and even volume bars, I've removed them and I'm getting better trades. But again, it's not because volume bars are useless. It's because of the way I perceive them and use them. So just like that, the SPY is something that you mentioned it now. It's the first time I've heard of it in like a month, I think. So I don't even know. So
That's your
where is it now?
answer,
Went
but
up.
yeah, it's SPY in your Dash Trader Pro platform. SPY.
Yes. Thank you, sir. Got it up now. So yeah, I don't know. What's the SPY doing? It's had a bearish day after a bullish day yesterday, sitting at yesterday's high. So they're looking at candlesticks. I don't know, yesterday's high could become support,
Yeah,
but
I mean,
let's see. It's there now. Yeah.
and I know the candle looks red because it opened with a gap up. If you look at the previous day close, we're pretty much flat, right? You might get the sense, oh, it's a red day, but it's right there. We opened up, we gapped up a little bit. We're right at the previous day close. So as far as movement, I call this somewhat of a flat day more than actual red. I know we sold off, but it's not a whole lot of movement, right? Right now, at least, it's
Yeah.
pretty much quiet. So
Yep. So far today, it just went back to where it ended yesterday. So whatever happened overnight has been undone. And now we're just sitting there. That's it. And everything's had a weak day, at least everything on the Mag 7 outside of Apple and maybe Google. Um, so let's see. For now, we still have plenty of downside. There's no indication anywhere on my screens of buyers coming into this market and going back to the open today. It's at the moment that's very unrealistic. So, but let's see. Never know.
Yeah, so I tend to wanna if I'm going long or short on something, I tend to look at the SPY. I got it in the corner, the SPY or the Qs, and I don't know, maybe it's a sense of comfort, right? If I want to go long on Tesla, if the SPY is moving higher too, then it just gives me, I guess, a little more confidence to take the trade. So I do look at it. If the SPY is moving sideways like it is now, then it doesn't really affect my decision as much. But if I see something significant, especially on some stocks, right, like Tesla, Nvidia, Apple, man, they can get so they can heavily move with the market. So I tend to do that. Now, have there been times where the SPY is doing one thing and the stock I have is I'm completely convinced, no, this is the way we're going? Yeah, and that stock is usually doing its own individual thing. So it depends. It depends on it. But I do peek at it and say, hey, let me not try to go against the masses, right? I wanna join the party, not be at the wrong party. So that's usually what I'm trying to do. I want to join the right party.
That's great. You have a really good way of using it. It either confirms what you're already looking at or it's irrelevant, So you have that well defined. And I think that's a good thing. If you can use your
Yeah.
indicators in a way that you have it well defined, you know exactly what it is telling you and what it's not telling you, then fine. Absolutely. I'm all for using indicators.
Yeah.
But yeah, I didn't have that with the SPY. I did used to look at it and then I was like, you know what? It's conflicting me more than anything else. So forget
Yeah.
about it. But yeah, it was a good way to use it.
Yeah, I think once you have that good defined trade book, right? For example, my trade book is so well defined now. Again, I've been trading guys 7, 8 years, so that trade book has gone through hell and back. It's very well defined now, um, and I look at it as like, hey, there's a few things I want to see, and I'm not gonna always get everything I want to see on my trade book, right? Sometimes you're gonna get five, 5 out of 7 or 4 out of 6, whatever. That's still a good solid trade, right? You're not always gonna check everything off, but there's some things that you have to see that, hey, if this is not in here, then we're not taking the trade, right? So there's some flexibility in there.
Yeah, having it well defined, absolutely. And then, you can put risk on it confidently rather than if you don't have it well defined, you put risk on, then you're going to freak out on trade management. Like, oh, I'm going to take it off the moment it goes in my favor or against myself. And then, now you're not trading. So again, it's well defined trade book. Always important. Love it.
Look at American
Uh,
Airlines, man. American Airlines has been such a mover since August. I was in this in August. You guys remember I mentioned I was buying in. It's just long term stuff, right? I was in here in August and it went down to 9, bought in, but then I sold like at 12. I'm like, okay, this is it. It's like this is a good move. I sold everything. This thing is at $18. Every time I look at it, it's just laughing at me, Avi. It's like you idiot. And I had a good sized position too, because it was a long term one. So I just kept buying in, averaging, not average, adding on because I knew like this is gonna come up. It's not gonna stay at 9. Um, so way too early, way too early.
um,
Ouch.
what what are you gonna do? That's the thing about it. It happens it happens to everybody, right? You always get out too
Uh,
early, whether it's day trading, swing trading, longer term. I do the same thing 1,000 times and then same feeling.
yeah.
It is what it is. That was a great entry though, man. Getting in that early at when was it?
Yeah.
August.
Well, I got in. I got in even before that. I got in like even in June, July. But when August hit, I just kept buying more because I'm like, okay, we're not anything under $10 on this stock. We're getting in, right? And man, wow,
Brilliant.
awesome stuff.
Brilliant. At the same time,
Uh,
guys, right now we've been talking a bit about Apple. I've been telling you for the last 30 minutes or so. Here comes that breakdown happening off low of day. I was anticipating this a little earlier, but if you guys are in it, that's one that's
there it
happening.
is.
Yeah. What it got in there? There it is. Now it is. The momentum's in. Boom. There you go. There's one. I'm not touching it. I'm still enjoying AMD. And oh man. Seriously, if AMD just keeps going, I'll be done for the quarter. Just call it that.
That
I'll
is
see you in
awesome,
March or
man.
April.
Yeah, yeah,
We
no,
just think-
absolutely, man. Absolutely. We'll see you in the TEDx event, which, by the way, guys, if you haven't signed up, I got to buy my ticket today. It's actually pretty cheap right now because it's really early. So I want to buy it today, get it booked, and be done. But if you haven't done so, buy your tickets, book your flights. The earlier the better because you get the good deals. But yeah, I'm surprised from here. It was like $400, one way. I'm not one way. I'm
No,
saying round trip, direct, no stop. So that's awesome. I'm gonna,
beautiful.
yeah. So
Oh, you can
I
do it.
was checking it last night. I don't want to know how much you're paying, Abby.
Oh, gosh, shit. I gotta take another 500 contract position to afford those damn flights.
There you go.
Uh,
Well, this
but you
AMD
know,
is gonna
the
help
nice
you now.
thing is, yes, AMD, this will pay for it. And probably, if this really goes, it's forget about the flight. It's a private jet at that point. But let's see. I mean, this thing is really ripping. This is really ripping. I like the look of it. There's new sellers in right now. That's nice you
That
get to go direct, man. Last time I came, I went to Dubai to LA, which was like 16 hours, and then 5 hours in LA, and then catch a flight to Vancouver. By the time I got there, I didn't know where I was. I was like, what the hell? And then on the way
that's
back, it was the
that's
same
that's
thing going
tough.
through Seattle, and I don't like doing that, but let's see. I'll find a way. Make a stop somewhere, go a few days early, stop in New York, be a tourist, do something silly, and then go. I
Yeah.
don't know.
Bax Tester 369. That's mean. He says fly American. Are you trying to make me feel worse? Fly American. Um. So Angela says it could turn around here. Yeah, yeah, it could, Angela. I mean, I know you're looking for a reversal, right? Are you actively looking for a reversal right now? It's just everything seems so weak, right? So yeah, let's see. It could. It's hitting. It's gonna about to hit a level. What's this level here that we're getting to? This is the low from
AMD.
yesterday. AMD. Yes, the low.
Yes,
Oh, the low.
yesterday.
The low from the last two trading days, actually.
Yes,
So
that's a good level. Yes, let's put
it's
that
a lot.
on.
It's a
That's where the
lot of
buyers
support.
have been.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, buyers have been there last 2 days, so that's a good one. Yep, if you're targeting a reversal, that's where you can target from. But again, let the stock confirm to you that the buyers have showed up, with their leather jackets and everything ready to buy. Then you go.
Yes. Yes, buyers with their leather jackets ready to get in there and move this in the opposite direction. This is going to be interesting here though. Coming up at what is this exactly 114.42. So let's see what this stock does. It blows through this, man. 114. Here we come. I mean, it's just highway to hell. I wonder if Peter's short on this stock because he loves trading stuff short. I hope he is,
Yeah.
and I hope he's able to get a few leather jackets as well.
Eh,
Yeah, yeah.
we got to get these BBT patches on these jackets, just like motorcycles do or bikers do.
You know,
Let's
we
do
should
some
do
of that.
every event. Speaking of every BBT event, we should have like these patches that we put on our leather jackets every time we go to. It should have like the year and the location. We just could put it on our jackets. Which, by the way, guys, here's the TEDx event. It's gonna be a lot of fun. So we'd love to see you guys there. Abby, we'd love to see you. I haven't seen you in a while, so this will be good to kind of get caught up on things. I'm gonna try to lose some weight before I get here, man. 73 days. I could probably lose 10 pounds. Okay, I think there you go. I
Whistler,
think
so yeah, get fit. Get fit.
yeah, like I'll probably lose 10 pounds. Would be okay to go snowboarding. So
You'll be fine. Nice thing about snowboarding, it's all about gravity. If you're too heavy, you just kind of roll down the mountain.
just roll down the mountain. In fact, the more speed you can get. So Peter, wow, look at Peter. Peter's been short since 9:41. Wow, very nice, my friend. So that is the
Woof.
9:41. I'm taking a look here. So you never really got your entry tested. You got in 9:41. It just went straight down. Got a nice little cushion there. Went sideways for about an hour and going lower. That's awesome, man. Take a screenshot of that so we could look at it tomorrow in the pre-market if you can. That'd be nice.
Nice, yeah, nice short and good hold. Holding for the moves. Good things take time, and you want a big move, it takes time. You gotta be patient, and Peter's right into it.
Yeah. Wow, entry
Awesome.
117.80. Epic.
Nice. I'm seeing some
Very, very good.
opportunities showing up. Yeah. Ooh, a few things happening now. Amazon as well. It got to the level I had in mind. Retested, printing bearish candles, new 5-minute low. I mean, this thing was an entry a few minutes ago. Tesla is very similar. Similar setup. It's the same setup I'm in on AMD, so no point taking two of the same at the moment. And for those of you who did catch Apple earlier, like we were talking about, man, you're having fun right now.
Yeah,
Risco.
we're seeing a big downturn, man, in a lot of things here. Tesla also trying to get to the low of the day, trying to go red for the first time today. Just hanging out right at that previous day close line. It's just right above it. So yeah, we were seeing a little bit of some weakness here. Apple, nice drop as you mentioned, and again, just a lot of things heading south here right now. So yeah, Angela, I'm thinking of Angela. Angela, careful on reversals. I just we see a lot of weakness right now. Again, just plan it out right. We can't tell you what to do or what to do, but um, you know, just be careful out there. It seems very weak right now.
Yeah,
Uh,
very, very weak. Wait for the buyers to come before you want to go long, as in really let them show themselves. Wait for confirmations. And here's another one. If you'll
what
like
you got?
breakouts, I have Google at this 190.22 level, just breaking out now. So that's also in
Mm.
play. Microsoft, the same thing. Man, everything on my screen is just ripping.
Is
Sure.
there any news, or are we just getting like the overall markets just decided, hey, you know what, we don't feel like this data today was good. Let's roll over. I mean, just out
Yeah,
of
it's just
nowhere.
rolling. There's I don't know. People don't like equities anymore. It's too risky. I don't know. It's just as long as it's selling, it's selling. But yeah, it could be anything, right? We got news coming, or we got earnings this week, but we had news, right?
Yeah.
Very interesting. This is just the last 5 minutes. A lot of more bearish activity. But who knows? This could just be temporary. Go down, pick up liquidity, and then buyers come in. It could, happen at any point. So gotta keep an eye on it. Raman, you
Um,
got the Apple short. Nice. Good for you, man. That was a good setup, as in it took like 30 minutes to set up, and I was just watching it all the way through. But good setup.
Janik is asking, have we traded at the Indian markets or tested our strategies in the India market? I never traded that market, but I mean, it's just volume, right? I think what I hear from other people that have this the lack of volume in other markets that you get here in the U.S. markets, like the Nasdaq and the New York Stock Exchange. So it depends on your strategy. Like our strategies, they need volume. We need them to move, obviously. So if you don't get that volume, that could be an issue with these strategies. Um, so we're not sure if they will work as well. I think they will because a lot of these strategies, Avi, it's all trader psychology, right? Like if you look at it, the way things move, it's all the trading psychology and obviously news and data. But for the most part, I think they will work to a certain extent. You might not just get the big move that you would get probably here in the U.S. Have you traded any of these other outside the U.S. markets, Avi?
No, but outside of crypto and here, no, I haven't traded anything. So yeah,
Okay.
volume is a big piece of it. It's one of the big reasons I look at the Mag 7 exclusively because that's where the options volume is. So that's why my
Mm-hmm.
watch list is what it is. But yeah, the Indian market is interesting. I know there's lots of restrictions there though about being able to trade, having a brokerage account. I don't know, all kinds of stuff. Somebody asked Paras this yesterday. He had a bit more insight on it than I do. But
Yeah.
again, as far as price action is concerned, yeah, it's psychology. So that should work regardless because you're dealing with greed and fear and people expressing their views on stocks. And so that is universal. The rest of it
Right.
is a little
Right.
more technical, whether you can get permissions to trade the Indian market or something like that. That's something else. Yeah.
Yep.
So what do we
Rigetti
Janak,
is
you
doing
looking at
his thing.
what is doing? Wait, what?
RGTI. Rigetti RGTI is reversing here above the VWAP. I find this stock so funny. Um, but it's reversing here above the VWAP, so that's looking to get going. It's got some good volume coming in. 4 million in that last 5 minute candle, man. That's wild. So
Fun, fun. Big moves.
yeah.
Big moves. Neat. Here's one, guys. Another one. It's the third one or fourth one I'm seeing today. Again, Amazon at the level here came down, breakout, retest the level. And again, level means area, not precise level. So what I'm
Mm-hmm.
seeing here is that this big red candle, this is where it's telling us, okay, it wants to reject this area, basically previous low. But doing that consolidation, reverse ABCD, after that candle, the new 5-minute low, so probably the bottom of this candle or the next one would have been an entry for me on this strategy. Again, the same one I've taken on AMD, and I've been holding this for, I don't know, an hour or something already. So there you go. I mean, it's just continuation patterns. And again, we're talking about strategy. This is a very simple one. Reverse ABCD, we talk about this one all the time, especially for newer traders joining, coming into the BBT room and doing webinars and understanding strategies. Easy ones to get in on, ABCD, and it's happening today like 4 or 5 times. Yeah, it's quite amazing, really. Simple and slow and easy to manage risk. You know when to get out and when to stay in. So now
I'm
AMD
horrible
gets
at identifying reverse ABCD patterns, man. I can't see them as fast as I would like, right? So this is one of those things where my mind just can't capture the reverse ABCD pattern as quickly. But you got a nice one here. You really do.
yeah. Wow. AMD put in 1 or 2, Nvidia put in 1, Tesla put in 1. Meta's kind of having one now, not so clean. Amazon, Microsoft, not so clean, but there's enough out there. There's so much out
Man,
there
look at
actually.
going back to Apple, another low, man. This thing is went from being completely quiet because a lot of stuff started. Like if you look at AMD, you started selling off almost at the market open, basically. This one here went sideways for a little bit, but has caught up to the group here by dropping quite a bit into the red and then some. So it's not doesn't want to be left out. I'll tell you that much. It's in the party here.
Yeah, definitely good. Very neat. Again, reverse ABCD to set up the breakout. Also, you can see how it consolidates before breaking out. These are all good indications of an imminent breakout. And
Yeah,
again, Apple,
yeah.
we could anticipate it 30 minutes before it happened. So that was fun. So we got a question here. Double bottom on Nvidia. Let's have a look. Haven't paid attention. Yeah, it's got that feel to it, shape to it. But again, for the way I like double bottoms is, of course, at a level. And so far, this is shaping up nicely. One bottom, next one's higher so far. But it has to print one genuinely bullish 5-minute candle where it's a decently large, but it's fully bullish, as in does not have a wick on the top side. It closes at its high. Then the new high is probably where I would enter. That's the kind of setup I look for. So this for now, this could still end up being a reverse ABCD pattern because you can see this candle forming right now and the previous 5-minute one. There are wicks on the top side. It's not that the bulls are truly just taking over at the moment. Anyways, let it close and see what happens. But those are things I look for.
Yeah, and look at the volume tapering off too on the 5-minute as we're just kind of leveling off here. Let's see if we get a nice little spike here to kind of turn things around a little bit. At least on Nvidia, I'm seeing that right now.
Yep. I'm seeing a pullback as well on my AMD position, but I'm still very nicely in the green. I'm just trailing a 30-minute candlestick chart today, trying to get turn these into bigger moves. I did that yesterday, and really, Meta was just such a ripper. Just let it sit all night. I didn't even look at it,
Yeah,
and then it just
yeah.
closed at the closing. It was fun. So I like that. Once you got a trending market, that works.
Yeah, market's looking good right now. Friends over on YouTube, hit that thumbs up. We're at 454 likes, so that's pretty good. We did pretty nice today, so hit that thumbs up. Really appreciate it. We'll see. We're trying to get a laptop giveaway, but we didn't get the 600 likes we needed for tomorrow, so we'll see if Andrew still does it for you guys. Let's see.
Come
Will
on,
they
guys.
break
You
the
want to
range?
Yeah. Oh, man, this is fun. All right. So here's another one, guys. If you all were asking about strategy and setup and such things, if you look at Tesla, you could see it's a double bottom already, but this is where I think people make mistakes. The second bottom is lower than the first. So this is not the bulls taking over. Not at all. Just on that, to me, it's invalid. I wouldn't see this as a double bottom. Now I just see this as chop.
Right,
So,
right.
have some precision in your setups and strategies and such things. Very, very, very critical. And here we go again. We were talking about Amazon a little earlier. Retest, breakout, reverse ABCD, all that. I mean, this thing is just another ripper. Off you go.
Yeah, another low there on Amazon.
Setups,
And guys,
easy
you can
setup.
see like we have, if you go to our education center, we have it in our bearwithtraders.com. We have all these strategies laid out like in a lot of details. So if you guys want to check that out, you could definitely join. You know, check out what's available to you. And you have your strategies there. We have like 19 of them, which are pretty straightforward. This reminds me a little bit of the mountain pass, right? That Peter trades, that reversal, where he has very specific criteria. Like this right here will also invalidate this, right? Because the first peak, the second peak is well, in this case, the second bottom is lower than the what you mentioned, right? So that right there takes it out of the running. But he has very specific like criteria for this mountain pass reversal, um, which again, it makes it easy to stick to something and follow it, opposed to just kind of winging it, which winging it doesn't really work. Not in this business.
Absolutely. You'll get lucky and then you blow it all up. That's what happens when you wing it.
Oh yeah,
I've done
been
that.
there, been there, done that.
Yeah.
Oh man,
We got a question on Microsoft. What do you think about Microsoft? I think Microsoft, it's at this level, about 415. It could be retesting the level to push down again, but this is not clean. Right now, look, again, candles overlapping each other and such things. It's not nice. Not nice at
also
all.
the volume, right? Look at the volume. Like this is a great example of a stock that it's moving with the market, but the volume is brutal. So I find that difficult to trade. At least me personally, looking like at a Tesla or even an Nvidia or an AMD, where the volume is just so much fluid right now. Just looks a little bit better. So I don't know. It's just me. Microsoft can be tough at times, um, but
Yeah.
yeah,
There's
volume
easier
is
ways to make money than looking at
yeah. Like
these.
I'm looking at Microsoft compared to AMD, and man, AMD is just so much cleaner. Like AMD, and they're probably both going to do the exact same thing today, right? They're moving together. Like if you look at both 5 minute charts, they're not moving independently at the moment. So just find one that is moving the way you think the direction is going to be, especially with this Magnificent Seven, and take one that's probably has more more volume that looks a little bit better.
We have your indicators. Yeah, if you have two that are competing, volume's a really good one. One has more
Yeah.
volume than the other, you could go with that. It's a simple indicator to use in that sense. Very good.
So, Kama,
go,
your RGTI CEO is talking live. I want to see what the CEO of this company is looking like. Where's he talking live? I would love to see what's
Does
up
he have a
with
leather
this,
jacket?
Yeah, that's the. If he doesn't have a leather jacket, we're about to short his stock.
Yes. Let's do
Yeah, he's
it.
got to have a leather jacket on, or else, he's in trouble.
Oh man. Now you know. If you want your stock to go up, leather jacket. That's the 2025 thing. Oh, man. Seriously, I should have shorted like 6 out of 8 things on my screen. I'm just in one, but it's okay. Can't overdo it. So much opportunity. It's ridiculous.
Yeah, and this is as Apple's trying to make a new low again. The weakness continue, guys. Careful on the reversals. I mean, some of these stocks are just they want to go lower. They really want to
That's
go
it.
lower. So
Google breakout as well. We have Meta, one of my favorites, doing that rejection and go. Man, Amazon was really neat. Again, I keep bringing it up because it was an excellent setup. It worked precisely, worked easily, and risk management is an easy thing on this, and it behaves nicely. When it misbehaves, that's when risk management gets tough. So you want something that behaves well, right? Don't want too many wicks
yeah,
on both sides and stuff like that. Keep it clean, keep it easy, make it easy.
keep it nice and easy. How about you guys on YouTube? I know a lot of people are waiting for reversals, which is great. I think this is the time to actually be searching for reversals. Just be patient. But is anybody else short? I know a few of you guys. No, Peter was short. No, Avi, you're short. Anybody short? And what stock are you short? We'd love to see who's in and in what. If you're in a short direction right now and taking advantage of this, again, just constant move down, constant new low, like on Amazon. Microsoft is trying. Apple's barely hanging on here as well. Everything just seems down this morning. So let's see here what people got. 2 more minutes for reversal. So Shari's saying that at 12, you're saying at 12 reversal start to kick in.
Really?
I don't know.
Okay.
Maybe. Maybe we're gonna be hopping off in a minute or two here, so maybe you know, people say, ah, you know what, we're done for the day. Let's close our position. Things start changing. Who knows?
We're
You
swaying
know what?
the market, Carl.
We're gonna stay till 12:05. Ab, you okay? 12:05. Let's see if the reversal
I'm
happens
good.
at 12. Let's do it.
I'll stay here
12:05
with
Eastern
you.
time. Yeah, I
We
just
got
want to
people in the
see
chat
if
room expecting.
Shara, you're on the clock here. You said 2 minutes reversals. This is it right here. 12 p.m. Eastern time. Let's see the reversals happen. Victor, short Amazon, Apple, and Nvidia. Very nice. And AMD. Man, you shorted everything.
The
Perfect.
whole thing. Brilliant. Brilliant, brilliant, brilliant. Wow. Apple. Man. It's nice. It's nice when it sets up and it goes.
Yeah, yep, yep. You know what's gonna happen to Sherrod today? The market's gonna prove him wrong because the market loves to prove people wrong. It's just what it does. So the fact that he said every day probably this week would have been a reversal at 12, but the fact that he said it out loud, now the market's gonna drop like 10 points. Yeah, so that's the market loves to do that, man. Make you look bad. It's just what it does. Just what
Do
it
not
does.
tempt the market gods. Yes. They got big egos, these market gods. They want to hurt you.
Oh man, they will hurt you. They will hurt your feelings. Like my
Very good.
son says when I correct him, he's like, "Daddy, you're hurting my heart." I'm like, "Oh my God." He says that, "You're hurting my heart." That's the word he uses. I'm like, "Why do you say that?" Hurting my heart. I'm like, man, it's so deep.
Wow. It is deep, man.
That is
Especially from
deep.
your
I'm
own
like,
son.
oh man, it makes me feel so bad. But I gotta correct them, you know, that's what parents do. Pierre over in chat, good to see you, man. So Pierre is over in our chat there. Hopefully you did well
Awesome.
today.
Yeah. Damon, you're still holding the AMD short? Good. I'm still holding it as well. No partials. It's just a full size for a full move. And letting that winner run. Nice. See
MSTR.
what happens.
I had Bitcoin on my list, MSTR, but it didn't do much compared to everything else.
Cool. So, Carlos, I've got an hour on the mic in the BBT chat room starting a minute ago. So, I better
oh,
hop
you
in.
got 12. Yes, you gotta hop over there. All right, so we'll I see Thor is off. So yeah, we'll wrap it up here. We gave Shara a chance to do something here, but market's still looking weak, man. We'll see where they go. We'll keep monitoring them, but yeah, it doesn't look like at the moment they want to reverse. So friends over on YouTube, guys, thank you so much for joining us. Really appreciate it. Avi, awesome being on with you and covering for Paris. We'll be on again tomorrow. So tomorrow, big day. We have banks. We have earnings for the banks. We have more inflation data. Man, can't wait. It's gonna be a lot of fun. Avi, take care,
Yeah.
brother. We'll see you.
Awesome. Thanks, Carlos. See you later. See you guys.